Welcome, comrades, to Trip into Trivia, the only place where your brain cells do the heavy lifting while your body does absolutely nothing. Today, we're diving headfirst into the land of Putin, bears on unicycles, maybe, and knowledge you didn't know. That's right, it's a trivia quiz on everything Russia. We've got 50 questions that'll test your knowledge of czars, tundras, and terrifyingly tough questions. So grab your ushanka, pour some tea, or something stronger, and let's see if you're a trivia czar or just a Nayat head. What is the official name of Russia? The Russian Federation. Which Russian author wrote War and Peace? Leo Tolstoy. In which year did the Soviet Union officially dissolve? 1991. What is the currency of Russia? Russian ruble. Who was the first president of the Russian Federation? Boris Yeltsin. What is the capital city of Russia? Moscow. Which Russian leader was known for initiating perestroika and glasnost? Mikhail Gorbachev. What is the largest religion in Russia by number of adherents? Russian Orthodox Christianity. What famous building complex houses the Russian president's official residence? The Kremlin. Who was the first Tsar of Russia? Ivan the Terrible, Ivan IV. What sea is located to the south of Russia and is considered the world's largest inland body of water? The Caspian Sea. What is the name of the traditional Russian nesting doll? Matryoshka. Which Russian city was formerly known as Leningrad? St. Petersburg. Who is the current president of Russia as of 2025? Vladimir Putin. What popular cold weather food is made from fermented cabbage in Russia? Sauerkraut, though called kvashenaya kapusta in Russian. What was the name of the Soviet space program's first human in space? Yuri Gagarin. What is a traditional Russian alcoholic beverage made from fermented grains or potatoes? Vodka. What year did Russia host the FIFA World Cup? 2018. What is the longest river in Russia? The Lena River. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II? Joseph Stalin. Which Russian composer wrote the 1812 Overture? Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. What color is most commonly associated with Russian military uniforms historically? Green. What Russian dish is made with beets and served cold or hot? Borscht. In which city were the 2014 Winter Olympics held? Sochi. What alphabet is used in the Russian language? Cyrillic. What animal is commonly associated with Russian symbolism and often represents the country. Bear. What Russian leader's embalmed body is on display in Red Square? Vladimir Lenin. What is the name of the iconic onion-domed cathedral in Moscow's Red Square? St. Basil's Cathedral. What is the name of the mountain range that separates European Russia from Asian Russia? The Ural Mountains. What is the Russian word for hello? Здравствуйте. What is a babushka in Russian culture? A grandmother or elderly woman. Which folk instrument, triangular in shape, is a staple of Russian music? Balalaika. What is the name of the Russian secret police under the Soviet Union? KGB. What is the name of the Russian nuclear disaster that occurred in 1986 in the former USSR? Chernobyl. What is the name of the largest museum in Russia located in St. Petersburg? The Hermitage Museum. What is the double-headed animal on the Russian coat of arms? Eagle. What body of water separates Russia from the United States? The Bering Strait. What is the traditional Russian dance known for deep squats and high kicks? Cossack. What is Russia's national sport? Bandy. What Soviet satellite was the first man-made object to orbit the Earth? Sputnik 1. What traditional Russian fur hat is often worn in cold climates? Ushanka. Which Russian port city on the Baltic Sea is an important naval base? Kaliningrad. What is the Russian holiday that celebrates the victory over Nazi Germany? Victory Day. What is the Russian celebration on January 7th? Orthodox Christmas. What is Russia's most popular social media platform? Kontakte. What famous Russian fairy tale villain lives in a hut on chicken legs? Baba Yaga. Which Russian rapper and music producer is one of the most followed in Russia today? Morgenstern. What large lake in Siberia is the deepest freshwater lake in the world? Lake Baikal. What political party was dominant in the Soviet Union? The Communist Party. Which Russian female tennis player won 5 Grand Slam titles? Maria Sharapova. Congratulations, brave trivia warrior. You've made it to the end of our 50-question Russian roller coaster. If you enjoyed this knowledge, smash that like button harder than a Cossack dance, subscribe for more global trivia madness, and drop your score in the comments. Until next time, до свидания, and may your trivia game be as strong as a Siberian winter.